There are some crazy things going on in London right now. And we're going to do a react video to a arrest that happened. And I believe this was in response to a lot of the things that are going on in London right now. You have bands of Muslim migrants roaming the streets in black hoods and black clothes with knives that are running around, stabbing people, intimidating, and the police have just lost control. But instead of focusing on that, the police go to arrest a guy who is guilty of a very, very serious crime. Let's do a react to this video. This is a video that the guy shot himself on his phone, and we will comment on what's going on.
Okay, so
what do you mean I can't have any alcohol?
okay, well I'll tell you. Okay, the time's 20 to 3, 14:40. I'm arresting you on suspicion of improper use of the Electronic Communications Network under
What?
127 of the Communications Act. Okay, so you do not have to say anything that may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you later are in court.
So he's being arrested. Apparently there is a law in London that has to do with electronic communications and the things you can and can't do with it. And so they're basically telling him, they're reading him what essentially is his Miranda rights of whatever they do in the UK, and saying they're arresting him for violating this law. But wait till you hear what he actually did to violate this law.
You say maybe given evidence. Do you understand that?
So I'm actually being
You're
arrested?
going to be arrested, okay?
Right.
Take you up to the police station.
Right.
Ask you, okay, this is in relation to some comments that you've made on a Facebook page. Okay?
Oh, really? Oh, it's a Facebook crime, is it?
Okay.
Right.
So we need to ask you some questions about that.
Facebook post, guys. This guy, he didn't go out there and rob or beat or rape or stab anybody. He just said some words on Facebook. This is ridiculous. This is wrong. And a free society, you should be able to say what's on your mind without repercussions from the government. And this is a precedent that is, once you break this barrier, there's really not much left. Because when you take away the right to speak freely, you're basically you're going over the cliff of tyranny. It's no longer a slippery slope. You've dove off the cliff. So let's watch the rest of this video.
Right.
Have you got anything in your pockets, Thomas?
I've got my keys. No, that's about it, I think. Keys.
So, anyone who's been arrested, we can search them under Section 32 of Decent and Murder Act.
Right.
That's for dangerous items.
You said I was going to be arrested under some what information? I'm going to be arrested for posting on Facebook.
Made some comments that are offensive, obscene, and people have made a complaint about that, and it's
Can you?
People have made a complaint. So his neighbors, people who know him, made complaints about things that he said online. This is the kind of stuff that they did in Nazi Germany. Of course, they didn't have the internet and all of that stuff back then, but it was very widely praised to turn in your neighbors for wrongthink, for supporting Jews or supporting anything that was anti the Nazi party. Same thing in Stalin's Russia, Mao Zedong's China. It was very, very common that neighbors would turn their neighbors in for wrongthink, wrong actions, all of this stuff. This is this slippery slope to communism. Authoritarianism is right on the doorstep of this. This is actually authoritarianism. This guy may have went down to the police station, answered questions, and went home. But that's not the point. The point is, we are in a dangerous, dangerous place.
Tell me what this comment was.
We'll do
Okay,
that
well,
all
we'll
in
do
an
that when
interview.
we interview.
All right. And so,
Okay.
what am I going to be locked up for the night, or?
Hopefully
Well,
not.
hopefully not.
Right, do I need to
Unless
take
you
my
film
medications
us.
with me?
How,
Yes, we will.
You won't be locked up unless you film us. So he's got his phone out, and she realizes he's filming them. I don't know what to say other than we better fight this tooth and nail. Anybody that says your speech is not allowed, your speech is dangerous, your speech should be censored, they're not too many far steps away from authoritarianism, tyranny, and ultimately getting rid of the problem citizens in the country. In the 20th century, these authoritarian ideas of communism and socialism killed more people in one century than had been killed in all of the centuries before it combined. This is dangerous, and this should be countered. I am pro more speech. I think the crazy people should be allowed to speak, because then you can delineate that they are crazy and you can stay away from them. When you censor people, they actually get more attention. So we should have more speech in this country, more freedom. Now, this is the UK. This is something that is still protected in the United States, but is it? In 2020, we had an actress, Gina Carano, who posted a picture of 1930s Germany and the people turning in their neighbors. And she said, this is a slippery slope because of COVID tyranny that was going on, and people were turning in their neighbors for not wearing masks or not social distancing. And they were shaming them and ridiculing them online, but that was acceptable. That was fine. She lost her job. She lost millions of dollars because she had a differing opinion than the state and the media. So we've already seen this start in the United States. And what's to stop it from spreading even further? We are a free country. Our Constitution gives us the right to say what's on our mind, to speak freely without the threat of being muzzled or censored or jailed for what we say. So this is an important lesson for us to learn, because I do believe that the leftists and the communists and the socialists in this country want this for us. They don't want us speaking out. They don't want us shedding light on the truth. They want us captive. They want us shut down. They want a social credit score system like China has, to where if you say enough bad things, you can't use your money and you can't use public services. Because that's what goes on in China. And that's what they want here. So we have to fight this. We have to counter it. And we have to band together and make sure that this tyranny never makes its way to the United States. It's a really, really important lesson. And I think that we are on the verge of some very dangerous and dark times. But we can counter this if we stand up for the truth, if we lead by example, and we boldly proclaim the truth in the public square. As Christians, it's very, very important for us to speak the truth and to stand up for those that are being marginalized and those that are being silenced. Because if we don't stand up for them, who's going to stand up for us when that comes to our door? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing a lot more content like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell notification so that you know when we post these videos. Until next time, this is John with the Righteous Savages. We'll see you next time.